And welcome to What's Draper Up To? I'm Doug Jardine. I'll be hosting over the next several weeks with you so you find out what's happening in your beautiful community of Draper. Joining me, Councilwoman Michelle Weeks. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Doug. Thanks so much for doing this. I'm so excited to tell the citizens of Draper what's going on and all the fun activities that are happening over the summer.
I know we're going to blow them away by everything that's happening there. There's no reason to even stay in your homes all summer long because we've got so many things happening in Draper, some traditional and some even political. We'll be talking about those in upcoming events as well. But let's start off with Draper Days because that kicks off with the rodeo in just a couple weeks from now on July 6th and runs for a good 10 days or so. Talk about Draper Days and what that means to Draper.
Oh, Draper Days is just one of the gems of Draper. I mean, it's so fun to get the citizens out, and there's so many activities that are just pretty much for anybody. Whether you are a big rodeo fan, we've got a huge rodeo on the 6th, 7th, and 8th. Draper City has actually added more seating to accommodate all the people that want to be at the rodeo and watch the kids get involved and the lassoing, and there's so many different aspects of the rodeo that just brings the history of Draper back to life, because we used to have a lot of farms and a lot of cattle and a lot of chickens and a lot of things out in Draper, so it's
Still
fun to see.
a lot of open space in Draper, which is a good thing.
Yeah, we're keeping that.
But I happen to be the old Southern California body surfing guy.
Oh.
So there's not a whole lot of body surfing during Draper Days, but there's a lot of mutton busting.
There is a lot of mutton busting.
And so that means that everybody's involved, from the kids to everybody else, and they can see some pretty good broncs, I bet, and
Absolutely.
all that type of thing as well. It gets serious in the rodeo, doesn't it?
It does, and it's great. I mean, everybody comes out for the rodeo to support Draper at this time of year, and it's a fun family activity. So I'm very excited to be, to go and watch the rodeo and see all the families out and getting involved and enjoying the Draper nights, and it's just beautiful.
And there are a ton of activities beyond the rodeo, and we could list every single one of them, or you could find them on What's Draper Up To on Facebook, or also draperdays.org. They'll list them all there. But what are some of your favorites? I mean, these are traditional type things, and we expect them to be there, and we go and we participate in all of them while eating cotton candy. I get that.
Yeah. So some of my favorite is the Children's Day Parade. I love it when the children decorate their bikes with all the balloons and flowers and stuffed animals, and they go on a long bike ride with their family. I love how the family is just getting out, enjoying the beautiful aspects of Draper and enjoying bike riding and getting more active. And it's fun to see the kids and how they're all face painted and decorated. That's one of my favorite activities. I also love the big parade this year and going down Fort Street and seeing all the different aspects of the community that's getting involved and throwing out candy and saying hello to all the
Have you been able to
citizens.
teach people how to do the parade wave type thing?
It's elbow, elbow, wrist, wrist. Elbow, wrist, wrist.
I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were. Yeah, you're accomplished in that one.
But what I love about it is when we open up the big Draper Park and we have the concerts and we have the fun rides and the bouncy houses and all the different booths. And it's a great time for me to get to see my neighbors again.
And you utilize the entire city pretty much. I mean, from the rodeo up on the east side, the amphitheater's involved. You're bringing Lone Star in. That's big time country music, and I know if you love country music, you love Lone Star. But there is something for everybody during this 10-day period. It's kind of fun.
Absolutely. And even the historical committee is having a big historical dinner where we learn more about the history of Draper, and we get to review some of the great stories that Draper is, the transformation of Draper. I love every aspect of Draper Days. It's really the time to be in Draper.
And it is a fun time to be in Draper because when you talk historical Draper, you have those it's one of the older cities and territories in the state. You're maintaining your trails, and there's lots of growth at the same time. So Draper Days almost seems like a time to really celebrate the history while obviously moving forward at the same time.
Absolutely. And Draper has moved forward quite a bit. And I love our new dog park this year. And we're celebrating the dogs and getting the dogs out, especially with the splash competition, where the dogs run on that path and leap into the air and catch that ball. That's going to be on Friday and Saturday at Draper Days. I never miss that. That's a fun activity to join.
Well, we invite you to Draper Days. And again, you can find that at draperdays.org, or you can find it at a Facebook page that you established, What's Draper Up To?
What's Draper Up To? Just to inform Draper residents what's going on and give them more information about how to get involved in Draper.
And we hope and you find out what events might be particularly interesting to you. Again, from the start of the rodeo on the 6th all the way through the 15th or so, right?
Saturday the 15th with the fireworks.
Draper Days, it's all yours and it's all in Draper. Have a great time. We'll see you on our next episode of What's Draper Up To?
We'll see you at Draper Days. Thanks, Doug.